and let there be light. Hello. I know I haven't come on. Whoopsie. Hi, lovelies. Forgot to say hello to everybody. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want to talk about a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk about is an apology for I know I've been very sort of like sporadic lately, and I haven't been keeping up my end of the bargain when it comes to my YouTube channel, etc., etc., etc. But I have been going through some things that have sort of caused me to go into a bit of a downward spiral. Not bad, like I'm not, yeah, not like, I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. It's like midnight, and I decided that I wanted to do this before I washed my face so that I could look good on camera for once. True story. Anyway, so we all know what happened with my ex, Christine, and then we, everything was, going to court, whatever. I did a video statement and was pretty much assured that with the video statement I probably wouldn't need to show up in court to deal with him, etc., etc. But I guess, yeah, I received my subpoena on Christmas Eve, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Christmas Eve. Where I hurled every expletive I possibly could at the police officer that day. And she was so nice to me. Yeah. But I was upset because it definitely ruined my Christmas. Again, I'm so sorry that I keep yawning. Like I said, it's midnight, and I'm an old lady. I'm an even older lady next weekend. And so we're figuring out whether we're going to trial, whether we're going to trial. The detective that I'm talking to says, maybe we can get him to take a deal. And I flat out said to him, I said, that's not likely. I said, Christine's a sociopath. He doesn't think he did anything wrong, and therefore he's going to think he's going to get away with this. And, well, I just found out recently that I have a really big mouth and I yawn like that, I'm sorry. I just found out recently that he got a lawyer and he wants to pursue this in court. So I am due back in court on June 15th. Well, not back in court, back in Toronto, sorry. June 15th to deal with this. I recently found some emails on my I never delete stuff, by the way. I'm that person. Not because I think I'm ever going to need it. If the storage is there, why the hell should I delete it? But I actually remembered us talking after the first assault, after he bloodied up my lip, etc. And I totally forgot about those emails until I was looking through older stuff, deleting stuff. And, I sent those to the police officer in charge, and, it's just more evidence against him to prove that, he did what he did. And the thing is we were willing to settle. I was willing to settle, which would have taken the domestic off of his thing. But now the detective said that he's going to go for everything. So we're not willing to settle anymore. We're just going to see this through, which kind of sucks. It's a bit scary. Just because as a trans woman, you know, the law has never really been on my side, and I don't see why it would be this time either. However, I'm up for the fight. I mean, it's doing something to my mental state. It's definitely not helping me in any way. I have a feeling that he's going to bring up some things in court that he's probably going to leave out the fact that he was a client before he was a boyfriend. Just saying. So, you know, I'm preparing myself for that, which kind of sucks because I never thought that I would have to prepare to deal with that in court. But I'm sure his lawyer is, I'm sure his lawyer is going to come at me with everything, and even with all the evidence against him, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I'll be catching like the 6:30 bus in the morning. I already paid for my ticket. I get there at 12:25 and I come home at 5:30. So another super long day in Toronto. But yeah, it's been sort of like fucking with my head a lot. I still get off the elevator and I still see him. I still occasionally come off the elevator, and there's a giant mirror to the right as you come off my elevator here, and I have been startled by my own reflection, not paying attention, and thought someone was coming at me. And I mean, I can remember the last couple of months living in Toronto where every single day I got off the elevator, I thought that Angela was coming around the corner at me. It was terrifying. It is terrifying. I don't really know what to say. I did say to the detective that I thought possibly I had alluded to the fact that maybe if I was a heterosexual woman, this case would have already been solved by now. But, I mean, with all the evidence against him, you would think that this would be, you know, but guess not. So that's one of the things I want to talk about. Actually, I think that's all we're going to talk about today. I really just want to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted by life, by everything.